This is Jeremiah, and you're about to get wet with damp. Let's go see what Mike's doing in the studio.
Hi there, you're hanging out with Damp in the studio. Got a really nice setup for you today. I just want to go through the amp setup we have. Got a nice Stargazer here. Start off with the guitar, very high end. Then we have that running into the headphone jack right here. Much better tone that way. Then all of our tone settings are set to the maximum standard here. Volume at 8, gain at 8, master 2, treble 10, middle 0, and bass 10. You want a perfect scooped tone. Then from that, we got a really nice mic here. You can only get these in Germany. Really rare.
And I think it's called Sklogedy mics.
That's the mic. And then we're running that straight into the microphone jack on the back of this computer here.
What is that, a Dell?
Here on the computer, as you can see, we're running Tabit. It's a really, really good recording program. I'll just give you a little taste of, what we have so far. That's pretty much how that goes. As far as studio monitors, we're running these really nice System Max speakers. Probably a 2-inch speaker there. Super nice. This keyboard's custom to this computer, and that's really how we get all of our good tones. Personally, I think plugins are overrated, and that's why we run the Squire here. Direct in, and that's how we pretty much do it here at Damp.
Getting heavy. Now that Mike's ran over all our recording equipment with you, I'm going to go over the gear. I purchased this Stargazer on Craigslist for about $3,000. Steel! Got it in the Hunter Baby Blue Red. Really brings out our velocity and our tone. The JCX model, X stands for extreme because that's how our riffs are played. It really brings out all the speed and insane membrane that we really try to project on the Damp album. As you can see down here, I run everything through the RP50 just because it's pretty much the best different system that you can get. We like to run on 80 just for the speed and velocity of our tone, but today I'm going to show you a little secret. Since most of the time we record on the 3rd of each month, we do 3, then we times it by 4 just for the amount of kids that I want to have. So we go all the way up to 12. That's what we record most of the album on. Now that we went over all our gear and modification purposes, I just want to kind of go over our signature tuning. I've been doing this for about 34 years, so I mean, you can really try to pinpoint this, but it's kind of hard to be accurate. I actually learned from Vincent von Haar, also a German engineer who provided us with our mics and some of our other equipment. Try to stay with me. G, So that's a D, and then this one should be, oh, it's pretty much in there. G flat, and then really that's all we use is the top 3 strings, so that's really our signature form. As you can see, the G, D, G flat gives us that really over-the-top action, so.
Welcome to the closed closet of guitars. So, we use actually quite a few guitars on this album, even though the Stargazer was our main concern. You've probably heard those low notes held out for long periods of time that you haven't heard on any other CD. That was actually based off these 2 guitars right here, the 7-string. I've only actually played that top string on both of these guitars, so pretty worthless, but at the same time they're still in supreme condition. As you can see from this EC 100, this is actually one of the guitars I do most of my riding on. As you can see from the Satan Black finish, this guitar speaks pure evil. It just really gives that damp right to the sound and the eardrum. The Ibanez S series is not one of my favorite guitars, but the natural wood body does give that warm feel that you can't really get from most natural or synthetics. But I really wanted that edge, that drive, that thump, and so I went with a plastic guitar like the Stargazer. I've also used the finish here with the bright colors of the Gibson. That's more for those fans of maybe I Wrestled the Bear Once or something like that. Lastly, I'd like to go over a little bit of wardrobe. To really get metal, you want to have all gray. The nice, dull tone of the gray can really bring out your sound, even if it's a little limp. The other day we have these bunk beds. Limp Bizkit stayed here. Limp tone isn't always bad, but the gray really brings out that that you can give music. Some that you can give, that heavy tone. Some that you can just really melt down to a really good mutant liquid that can just pump through veins. So, thanks for sticking with Dan. Maybe we'll see you out on the road.